Good evening, everyone. It is Tuesday, December the 10th, and it's 7:07, and I would entertain a motion for us to open a public general meeting for the town of Colmar Manor.
I'll make that motion to open the public meeting.
Is there a second?
Make sure that you...
I'll second the motion stated.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No? Okay, the meeting is now open. All right, for the first order of business, what we want to do is have a pledge of allegiance and a moment of silence. So you pledge? We pledge allegiance to
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And if we can have a moment of silence for the shut-in, the sick, and those who are struggling with family difficulties. Okay, now, if we can have a moment of silence for us to think about all the things that we are blessed with in this world, the family that we rejoice with, the people and family and friends that we have, and the wonderful time of the year when everybody gets together. So let's give praise and be blessed. All right, thank you. That should put a smile on your face. But in that not always, as first order of business, I'm going to move some things around here in that the, on number 10, new business, I'd like to go ahead and I'll make a proclamation. Unfortunately, one of the doctors at the Fort Lincoln Medical Center had passed away in the last week, and it's really unfortunate. He was just about to conclude his residency, and so in those circumstances, we have a proclamation for him that I would like to read aloud. Whereas James Edward Gray III was born on December 13th, 1983, in Jackson, Mississippi, and was deceased on October 10th, 2019, in Prince George's County. Whereas Dr. Gray had a continuous smile and warm heart that could fill the emptiest space and with joy and laughter. Dr. Gray was a person who was always available to share an encouraging word and demonstrated strong support to those in need. Whereas Dr. Gray was a passionate and devoted physician who cheerfully served the residents of Maryland and the District of Columbia at the Fort Lincoln Medical Center in Colmar Manor, whereas Dr. Gray regarded his work as a physician not only as a career but as a ministry and calling on his life, whereas Dr. Gray's strong Southern familial roots were evident in how he treated and cared for his patients. Now, therefore, we, Cedar Barrow, Mayor and Council members of the town of Colmar Manor, Maryland, hereby proclaim we appreciate the contributions of Dr. James Gray to our personal and professional lives, and he will be deeply missed. To the family of Dr. Gray, we know that your loss is deep and your sorrow is great. We want you to know that we as a community will mourn with the family and continue the great work of Dr. James Edward Gray III, Cedar Barrow Mayor. So we all wish him well. It is my hospital or medical center, so we mourn with the family of Fort Lincoln Medical Center. And I see that we actually have a guest in the audience tonight, but she lives here. But we're always happy to see you come out as Delegate Fennell. Would you like to give us a couple of words?
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I don't know if you ever noticed, I try to make sure I come in December. I don't know if you ever noticed that. It's a pleasure seeing you all tonight. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to the council mayor for another prosperous year. Citizens, it's a pleasure to see each and every one of you. As Mayor Barrett said, I do live here, but I love you guys, you know, and I try to make sure that I participate in the whole 47 district. But I did tell you all maybe about a couple months ago, maybe a month ago, that I had something for you. It's a small token in reference to the holiday party, and I just wanted to present it to you all tonight. As you know, I'm going to talk about our holiday party, which is the 47th District. I see that you was able to get it in the newsletter. That's going to be on December the 19th at 7 o'clock. You know, please, you know, citizens, if you hear me out there, we're going to be collecting unwrapped toys, and it will be delivered to St. Anne's that night. So I just want to say thank you for your help and participation in making sure that we're able to get the deliveries there. So I thank you. But on the behalf, Mayor, you want to come up, please? It's a small token, but still, in reference to the holiday party. This is to the town of Colmar Manor for your holiday party, which is coming up, and I just want to make sure that you was able to get it tonight.
Thank you.
It's all about giving back. It's all about giving back, and you know, and we do the community give back when we do the first August every year, the first Saturday, and we're very appreciative, and also the citizens of the 47th District. And then this is just a token of us giving back again to the town of Colmar Manor. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that so much, Delegate Fennell, and as we have said in our newsletter, we really appreciate as many people as possible can help us out. Last year, it was so wonderful. Not one child left here without something, without a gift. So I want to just let you all know how we're going to structure our meeting tonight, because certain things have changed. As many of you may be aware by now that Chief Milton Berger resigned. Her last day was November the 27th, and we wish her well in where she endeavors next. And so in that sense, we have made a request to get some help and service from our other government agencies, and so we're going to start with the direction of what we've done moving forward, and then we're going to break so that we can actually have a little meet and greet, and then we'll come back into the session to continue the agenda for about 15-20 minutes. In continuing the agenda, our first order of business will be to go into our public hearing. And that public hearing is in relationship to Ordinance 2019. And the agenda says 2018.
It's got 18 on it.
2019. 2019 in relationship to amendments to the parking permit ordinance. And among completion of the hearing, we will resume the general session and continue with the items on the agenda. So without further ado, you guys may notice that there is a different person sitting up front here you've not seen before. This is Captain Gomez from the Prince George's County Police Department, and she is an assistant commander for District 1. And so, why are you sitting here, Captain Gomez?
Thank you all for having me. I had the pleasure of being selected here to assist Colmar Manor in the chief duties as Colmar Manor looks for another chief. So I'm here in help of Colmar Manor and the police department here to make sure everything continues to run efficiently and effectively. So that's why I'm here for you all, and I plan on to be a service for each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So council members, thank you so much, Captain Gomez. So council members, as we hear that the county is wanting to help us in this capacity, we prepared a resolution for us to vote on to see it, for us to accept this assistance. If you will, I will read it. Okay. So this is the Mayor and Town Council of Colmar Manor, a resolution of the Maryland Town Council of Colmar Manor for the purpose of confirming and recording their actions of December the 3rd, confirming and approving Captain Katina Gomez of the Prince George's County Police Department to serve as the role of assisting as acting chief of police for the town of Colmar Manor for the period necessary to find and employ a suitable replacement police chief, replacement for police chief Georgia Miltonberger, who recently resigned. Whereas the position of Chief of Police for the town of Colmar Manor was recently vacated by the resignation of Chief Georgia Miltonberger, whereas the commissioners of the town of Cottage City have notified the Mayor and Town Council of Colmar Manor that they no longer wish to have a joint police chief serving both towns, and whereas the Prince George's County has offered, pursuant to various agreements, as stated, policies and public laws and adopted rules and regulations of the state of Maryland, to lend service of Captain Katina Gomez, a qualified police officer with the skills to supervise, manage, and direct the actions of the Colmar Manor Police Department until a suitable candidate for the office of police chief of the town can be identified, approved, and employed in the position. Now, therefore, it resolved by the Mayor and Town Council of Colmar Manor that Katina Gomez, Ph.D., a captain in the Prince George's County Police Department, be and she is hereby on a temporary basis granted such powers and prerogatives as are necessary for her to supervise, manage, and direct the actions of the police, Colmar Manor Police Department, for a period not to exceed 1 year, okay, from the date herein or until qualified and appointed, whenever comes first. This is introduced on the 10th day, this December, and to be adopted on the 10th day. This resolution shall become effective on the day of its introduction and adoption, which I would request. There a motion for us to accept.
I'll make that motion to accept the resolution.
Motion's made by Jackson.
Second by Blue.
Motion second by Blue?
Blue.
Blue, okay. Any discussion?
Yes, we're just so grateful, Chief Gomez, that you're here to help our town out. We were very shocked when Chief Miltonberg resigned, but we do understand family comes first, and that's a good opportunity for her at that time. But we're so grateful, and you'll see that we're a very diverse, loving town. We have the good and we have the bad, but the good overweighs everything. And we're grateful that you're here.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other comments? I will just state that I am also more than grateful. It's like amazing for me. And as you know, this hasn't been done before,
Yes,
or as we know, and we will be piling through some record keeping on how this works out, what kind of goods, the bads, the challenges, and things that we do to move forward, and maybe it'll be helpful to other people in the same similar situations at times. And it also brings you, like directly into a town, a municipality, and a community to really feel it, as you have the job that you do have, which is a significant job already. So I'm thankful to Prince George's County Police Chief, also to the Superintendent of Maryland Superintendent of Police, because he assisted us in this whole process. And the thing is that they say, if you don't ask, you never know whether you get the help or not.
That's right.
And this is an important intergovernmental partnership. And we're really, really happy to have you here. So
Thank you so much.
you.
Thank you.
And we're going to have a Photoshop in a second, but these ladies have to vote first.
Okay.
So I'll call for a vote. Ward 1?
Aye.
Ward 2? Aye. Ward 3?
Aye.
Ward 4?
Aye.
And the mayor votes aye.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you so very much. I know. We can double up.
Yes, I know, I do. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Of course, thank you. You are amazing.
So we're going to take a couple pictures, but we have some food in the back, and we'd like for you to partake in food, and also anybody who's here, Chief Gomez or me,